This is a demonstration of some of the contact window features. First off, there's some fields you should be aware of, some settings. So I'm going to open settings here from the main toolbar. And the first field I want to show you is the default area code. You want to be sure that you've entered your area code into this field. And what the system does, whenever you're entering a phone number, if that phone number is in your default area code, you can skip entering the area code and just enter the number, and then the system will assume that it's in the default and fill that in for you. Other fields are in the Contacts tab of settings, and you can have up to 20 user-defined fields. And to use one of these, you just change the description. So if I wanted to add a social security number for secretary, I can just type it in, and then there's various formats that fields can be. If I want to do a numeric mask, numbers are represented by the pound key. So social security, I would 23-12-1234, and now when I enter a social security number, the system will automatically format it to that. So with those settings, let's move on to the contact window. Contacts are added or brought up using the search window up here to the right, and you can just click up here, or Control F will jump you up to the search window as well. And you can type in any part of the name. You can also enter phone number, or you can enter an email address. In addition, if you enter something that a name that's not in the system, and then tab or enter to jump out of that, the system will go into the add window, and this is where you can add a contact. And a couple of things here. Notice I'm not capitalizing, it'll cap for me. Also here I'm pressing enter to give me another address line. And if you type in just the zip code at the bottom of the address, and then tab away from the field, it's going to look up the city and state for me, as well as format the address. Again, if it's the phone number is in my default area code, I can just enter the number, and it'll bring in the default area code. And then email address here, and then I'm tabbing again between field to field, and with add highlighted here, I'm clicking enter, and that'll display our contact. So with the contact displayed now, we can add additional information if we want, and I just click there below the phone, so you can always add additional phone numbers. And again, I'm tabbing between fields. A couple things here. First off, relationships are links to other contacts. So I can come here and referred by Judy Smithson, and that links the two contacts. I can also enter my own descriptions here, and then you can add contacts here as well. Again, it opens the quick search window, and that actually added a record for Sally Smith there. And again, I'm just tabbing through. jump down to my user fields. There's our social security number, and notice again how it formats. And a couple of additional features here. The system does allow you to have multiple addresses for contacts. I can come in, I right-click up in the address area and select Jenny Smith address options, and I can add another address. I can as well put in a description for that address, and you'll notice here now we've got room for additional features. You can right-click on web addresses and locate the website, bring it up in the browser. You can also locate contacts that are linked. If I wanted to bring up Judy here, I can right-click and that'll bring up hers. Also, you'll notice here with relationships on Judy's record, right, I came from here, there's a star, and that just means there's relationships that aren't being displayed. So I can click here and I can put in the reciprocal description, and then I can mark it as displayed if I want. And so now I've got the other side of Jenny Smith's relationship there. And finally, these two areas down here are controlled using this toolbar here. So if I wanted to add notes, I can open up a notes control, and these are free-form notes. You do have control over fonts and sizes and alignment, colors, and I can also click down here to move it to this lower portion, and then of course I can put it back up. Also, these are remembered. The locations, whatever windows you have open for a contact, are remembered for that contact. So next time I bring her up, her notes will be up and visible. We can also add a picture of the contact. Just clicked on the image library there, and I'll click on Add. And here's a picture. And now this is a group shot, so I'm going to go ahead and crop her out. Crop her in, maybe. And I'm just using the selection tool here, and so I can select her. Can get a good framing here, and then go ahead and click crop. And then there's various things we can do with this image as well. Do an auto snapshot, and can do a drop shadow. There's all sorts of various frames and things you can do. You can control brightness, contrast, things like that. And go ahead and save, and then just click OK, and that'll add her image now to her record. And this too, I can, if I don't want it taking the whole screen, I can jump it down there. And so that's a quick introduction to the contact window, and hope it helps.